Hey guys, John Lynch, U.S. Federal Contractor Registration. Today we're going to be discussing the importance of communicating effectively through the federal system and how we're going to do that actually in writing, how you're going to be able to communicate properly in an email. Again, I've got the privilege of speaking with one of our elite customers. His name is Moses Sanchez with Known as Marketing.
My name is Moses Sanchez. Known as Marketing is a digital marketing company that specializes in social media marketing. We do it here in Arizona and throughout the country.
So Moses, tell me a little bit about, have you been awarded a federal contract yet?
Not yet, but we've had, probably in the last 2 months, we've had more responses from our emails than we did in the first few months combined. August, we had more responses than we did all year long.
Tell me some of the things that you did before you sent off this first email, the one that we looked at back here July 30th to Jamie Collins.
Well, I think one of the first things you should do, and it seems like common sense, but it's really important to read the entire scope of work.
Makes sense.
If you read throughout that entire scope of work, you will find the nuggets that they're looking for.
You want to know what's going to be the key words, what's going to be the key phrases, how are you going to be able to lock this down immediately? But here's the results that you end up getting. This is amazing. My name is Moses Sanchez, and attached is our capability statement. I've also attached the ELIN post on the solicitation number which you've given. Our company is in a unique position to fulfill 100% of the requirements listed in your PWS. We are a digital marketing company that specializes in social marketing. Some of our unique aspects of our abilities that you probably won't find with other companies include SEO services. We both handle on-site and off-site SEO services to some of the biggest clients in Arizona. Many social marketing companies do not handle the off-site SEO services. Military family, our company is a military family with not just a military wives of deployed service members, but I'm a 23-year-old active Navy reservist with a current Secret Service clearance and a deployment to Afghanistan in 2011. Finally, this is 3 paragraphs, folks. His third paragraph. Finally, our company is large enough to devote multiple resources to specific issues while working with 24 SOW HQPAO, he's addressing heavily. We have had advised and trained staff in high official office for a number of clients and would enjoy the opportunity to provide our special set of skills to the 24 SOW. Again, addressing them. Very respectfully, Moses Sanchez, Director of Operations. I mean, this is his first run. My favorite part about this whole thing is Captain Lawson, what he responded, hey, are you registered? And Sam, what's your cage code? Okay? To that email, that's the response that you're going to get.
And I think it's important that the tools that John, you and your team were able to provide us were things like the capability statements and how concise and perfect it was with the cage number and all the information that capability statement provides, which allows us the ability to focus on key areas and provide that information to the potential client. The capability statement speaks for itself. Here's our capability statement. I don't have to repeat any of that information. Instead, let me tell you why we're unique, why we're special, why we're amazing at what we do.
Yes, having that foundation right from the very beginning. What was it like when you and I were talking on the phone initially and you were making up your mind, that decision as to, you know what, I want to get on board with U.S. Federal Contractor Registration? Tell me a little bit about when and what that was like.
The reality of it is, for a lot of business owners, when we hear something seem simple, we know that the reality is it's not simple. It's not easy. And I think a good business owner will take that and know that there's a lot of work that goes in after we started the process. But your team was very thorough. The videos were amazing. Your emails, your weekly emails where you're sending us messages on the trainings for that week. And what my personal favorite part was, because we were already a vendor with the state of Arizona, so we've gone through the procurement process at that level. But my favorite part was not being a vendor at the federal level. I had a lot of questions that I didn't know the answers to, but more importantly, some of the videos, I already knew the answers to that. So I wanted to get into the weeds with some other areas, and I was able to send you an email along with your team or CC your team, and people were very responsive. We get those answers within 24 hours and a process walkthrough, which was really helpful for us.
Well, I want everybody to understand, because there seems to be a lot of folks that, once we learn that we can't do everything on our own, it's imperative, and it's kind of like it's ingrained in small businesses. We have to do everything on our own. That's the first sign of what? Disaster, right? So you were able to actually get with U.S. Federal Contractor Registration. We got you legal in the system first, but then we started developing those things that you're not going to have to go through every single conversation. Your capability statement, your vendor profile, having now listing out your references, right? And getting all those components together.
Well, you also helped us get organized. I mean, in order to be a vendor with the federal government, you have to have certain documents at hand ready to go. And it turns out that when you're bidding for multiple projects, you're going to have to repeat some of this process over and over and over again,
Absolutely.
Including case studies, past performance, and things of this nature. And so by us being organized in the preparation for being a vendor, we can now go back and tap into that for not just a vendor in federal contracts, but for other contracts. So when we're bidding for private contracts and we need to pull out our past performance or a statement or case studies, we know exactly what folder to go to where all that information is, how much those contracts were, and it helped us get, the organization behind it was amazing.
Well, once we get it down, we know the rules, then it's fun, right? It's like a new card game, or it's like, a new game of any sorts. If you want to dominate it, you want to know all the rules, right? So where's your confidence level now as opposed to, a month ago?
Oh, it's night and day. At first it seems a little overwhelming because some of these contracts when you're bidding for them, some of them are 30 pages long, some of them are 50 pages, and we've done the 30 pages and we've done the 50 pages one. And so now I can knock out a request, a quote for somebody in just a matter of 90 minutes. I think the key is to be prepared, though. Just be prepared and read everything. If you read through it multiple times, have a second set of eyes read through it. You guys gave us the confidence and the resources and the tools, the structure for us to be able to knock out a quote in 90 minutes. But we wouldn't be able to do that if we weren't just on point and prepared every time. Thank you, John. Thank you for all your help. I know that the system works. You just have to work the system.
Beautiful, brother. All right. We'll talk to you soon.